Alright guys, we have our first look at the official cinematic trailer as well as gameplay screenshots and details of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the new game taking place in Viking times. If you like the gaming news, make sure you drop a like, it really helps the channel, and let's start. The reveal trailer is absolutely amazing and shows us a lot of what we can expect from it, including the return of the Hidden Blade, which wasn't really in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Let's start right from the beginning. First off, we have our first look at the game in brand new screenshots right here. The first one shows our first look at boat's travel, which you will be able to do with your army of men. The second one is a beautiful look at a snow environment and some kind of house. The next one, we have a better look at the enemy as well as our main character wielding two axes in combat. This huge enemy probably is some kind of boss, a lot more difficult than others, though it has not been said yet if the level system is returning, though I think it will, of course. Next one is another beautiful environment which shows autumn and is definitely my favorite one. I cannot wait to explore this world. Next is a full-on battle and castle siege between enemy Templars and your army that you'll be able to command. Next is our first look at the character customization. We see different weapons, armor, shields, and so on. It looks really detailed and varied. The final one is our first true look at the main character, as well as some kind of white bear mixed with wolf that you'll be able to give orders to. I love it. Next up, let's get into everything we know of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. The main character is Eivor. You can choose whether your Eivor is male or female. Ubisoft really wanted to include both. The customization options will let you change Eivor's hair, clothing, war paint, and much more. The game takes place in Norway and England, both explorable in a massive world. England has three major cities to visit: London, Winchester, and Jorvik. Not much is known about Norway as of now, but there's gonna be plenty of areas to explore. It is said you can dual wield almost any combination of weapons. Also, every piece of gear will be truly unique. Gear can be upgraded and customized, and you can use the same equipment from beginning to end if you want to. Your equipment will become much more stronger over time, as well as your character learning new things. You earn new abilities through a system mechanically similar to a skill tree. What you can accomplish is more about gear and skills, not character levels. The main words the team have used to describe combat include brutal, crunchy, and weighty. The team is putting extra effort toward enemy variety to keep encounters surprising and different. Odyssey was lacking in this, but Valhalla will be much better in every parts of combat and the different encounters. The creative director of Valhalla, Ishraf Ismail, who worked on Black Flag and Origins, said the settlements in this game are really important. Here's what he had to say about that. The settlement is a key feature of the game. It's quite grand in what we're trying to achieve with it. We want you to feel that this is your home, that you're building, that a lot of what you're doing in the game world is, at the end of the day, going to feed into the settlement so that it can grow and can flourish. We have a ton of buildings that people can build. Each building comes with its own gameplay purpose, Ismail said. So it is confirmed a building system is integrated in Valhalla, which is a first for the series. There's a lot of effort that's gone into making sure that players can feel like this home that they're developing is really meaningful to them. It's meaningful to the journey that they're on. The people that they invite to their settlement have meaning to them too. Lots of events and things happen based on how you decide to kind of grow this place. It's really core to the experience of the game. Of course, Eivor, the main character, will need to leave their settlement and venture out into the world to experience it in true Assassin's Creed style. And Valhalla introduces more adjustments there as well. That's not all. According to an official description for Valhalla on Ubisoft's website, the open world of England and Norway will feature common activities like hunting, drinking games, and fishing, but more importantly you'll be able to engage in fighting, aka rap battles. The full description reads: sail across the icy North Sea to discover and conquer the broken kingdoms of England. Immerse yourself in activities like hunting, fishing, dice and drinking games, or engage in traditional Norse competitions like fighting, or as it's better known, verbally devastating rivals through the art of the Viking rap battle. Fighting was a battle of insults akin to modern-day rap battles, allowing you to quite literally add insult to injury against all those who oppose the main character, Eivor, during Valhalla's story. Fighting comes from Old English and is translated as to quarrel, and examples of it have been found in Norse, Celtic, Old English, and more writings. Assassin's Creed Valhalla will be the first entry in the series to take advantage of the PS5 and Series X, and Ismail spoke to how those new consoles are helping to bring Valhalla's world to life for what is meant to be a flagship Ubisoft game on the next-gen consoles. I quote, "Assassin's Creed has always been committed to new technologies because our ambitions with these games and these worlds is to deliver the most immersive experience that we possibly can. So anytime there is new technology, we're very open to it, our software is very open to it. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is meant to be a flagship game for next gen for Ubisoft, so we're quite excited," he said. Specifically, he said the team is quite excited about what the reduced load times will allow for the new Enterprise world. Having significantly faster loading times effectively means we're able to remove some of the friction of the immersion we're trying to go after. We're trying to build the most immersive experiences we possibly can, so having extremely fast loading helps us a lot with that. These worlds, the Dark Ages of England and Norway, these are breathtaking living worlds, so to be able to push them to an incredible potential is wonderful for us. As the reveal trailer indicates, Eivor's journey will take them and their Viking community from Norway across the North Sea to the Four Kingdoms of England. While all those territories will be explorable in some fashion in Valhalla, Ismail indicated there are some surprises in store. I quote, "You can actually quite dynamically go back to Norway anytime you want, and Norway is quite breathtaking. We have the Four Kingdoms within England, Wessex, Northumbria, East Anglia, Mercia. It's quite a large chunk of England," he said. "There's other surprises that I won't spoil, but our ambition has been to deliver the Viking experience, the Viking fantasy within the Assassin's Creed world. Among the opposition Eivor and the Vikings will face in Saxon resistance, namely in the form of King Alfred of Wessex. Of course, this being an Assassin's Creed entry, there will likely be some tie-ins to the modern-day story present throughout the series, as well as more on the history of the Templar and Assassins, though what that will be is a mystery for now. One notable moment in the reveal trailer features Eivor seemingly spotting the Norse god Odin on the battlefield, who then transforms into a raven and flies away, a good omen amidst the battle. Does this mean the Norse god will be heavily featured in Valhalla's story, particularly given the name? While Ismail understandably did not want to explore the story, he said Norse mythology figures and beliefs are certainly part of the game, because Eivor's spirituality and their beliefs in these gods is very much a part of their and the Vikings' daily lives. Assassin's Creed Valhalla will have a season pass of DLC Ubisoft has not yet detailed, but the game will be available this holiday in several forms, including the Standard Edition. The other versions include the Gold Edition, which is the base game and the season pass. There's also the Assassin's Creed Valhalla Ultimate Edition, which is the base game, the season pass, the Ultimate Pack, which includes exclusive customization content like the Berserker Gear Pack, the Berserker Settlement Pack, the Berserker Longship Pack, and a set of runes used to improve weapons and gear. Finally, there's the Assassin's Creed Valhalla Collector's Edition, everything included in the Ultimate Edition, plus a replica of Eivor and her longship, a collector's case, a steelbook, a numbered certificate of authenticity, a Viking statuette of Eivor with his raven and Dane axe, exclusive lithographs, and a selected soundtrack. This version will only be available on the Ubisoft Store though. The game is coming to PS5, Xbox Series X, PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Stadia. Finally, it's also been confirmed our first look at Assassin's Creed Valhalla gameplay will be on May 7th at the Xbox Series X Inside Xbox event, which I talked about so much. I will be doing another video about this event, but Valhalla gameplay will be there, so stay tuned. As we can see in what actually happened in real life, the Vikings believe in higher power, in gods like Odin, which is the statue we see here. This already points to some fantasy elements returning to the series, with the appearance of many Norse gods, and we will definitely be fighting some of them. Ubisoft Montreal, the developer on the project, thanked its 4 co-developed studios around the world. This show of gratitude and respect is remarkable, not only because of how complicated game design is, but our Assassin's Creed studios have a unique method of development at that. The big shocker though is that there were a total of 15 studios, including Montreal, working on Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which is a total of 8 more studios than Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Odyssey is not lacking in the content department, as the map is huge and the main story takes 40 hours to beat alone, with a completionist run-through easily pushing this into the hundreds of hours. If AC Valhalla is indeed larger thanks to the added manpower, the game sounds like it would be incredibly impressive. In Odyssey, the player's protagonist character worked for both sides of the war and could fight for Athens or Sparta in large-scale conquest battles, which will happen in Valhalla too, but in a much bigger way. It will also include an extensive naval combat system with massive battles. Alright guys, that is pretty much all we know for now about Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Make sure you drop a like if you'd like more gaming news on the channel about this game, and of course subscribe. Thanks to Jigglyboy for being a master member on the channel. You can become a survivor member for 99 cents only. It'll support me and the channel as a whole. Thanks for watching.